member, and I'd like to introduce also the other co-host, Stephen Lee from our City of Rosemead. As a councilman in Alhambra, I know that it's very important to get young leaders like Thomas who can bring the energy, the vision, and the drive to confront today's challenge in today's world. It's very important that we need the new vision and new thinking and helping us to through the challenges. When Thomas first started talking to me about his run for the water board, I immediately gave him the full support. He's already shown himself to be the leader in the community, and there's no brainer for me. I know him for quite some time. He's a wonderful young gentleman.
My name is Stephen Lee. I'm the councilman for the City of Rosemead. It's an honor to be here today, and it's an honor to support Thomas. I remember when Thomas first came and said he's interested in running for water board. I said, absolutely, of course I'll support him. He's not only is he a young and energetic guy, but he's someone who's been involved in his community. He is someone who is on the chairman of the Environmental Commission. I know he's put together his Earth Day festivals a couple of times now. He goes to all the city council meetings. He's fighting tirelessly for his issues and for his community. He is someone that I think we really need in public service. He is someone who, in this region, we're seeing a growth of a lot of minorities coming into power. And with that comes a lot of maturation that's needed. And Thomas has that maturity that we need for that position. And I must say, though, I'm a little bit jealous of Thomas. When I first announced that I was going for city council, I think that my supporters was maybe a quarter of the size of this room. So the fact that it's actually this size, maybe Thomas should have ran for city council instead. But I do want to say that I've personally written him a $1,000 check. I certainly urge everyone here to donate as well to Thomas.
Wow, thank you very much, Councilman. Thomas, I'm so proud of you. But this is just a first step in a long career for Thomas Wong. If anybody is deserving of winning a seat on the water board, it's Thomas Wong. Smart, energetic, young. Thomas Wong is clearly the future in this community. Now, all the other politicians, beware. Thomas has a good 50, 60 years to go. But anyway, for me, being an African American, for him to want me to come and co-host this event with him, it's an extremely high honor for me. And I thank you, Thomas, for being that intelligent to select me. But anyway, we should do all we can, phone banking, donating money, supporting Thomas emotionally, and any other way we can to get him where he's supposed to be so we can get his career going on to Beijing, on to the Senate, on to Congress. But let's start first right here at the San Gabriel Water Board.
It's very encouraging to see, again, young people, and it's really just a great start for him here, running for this position. I think it will be a great challenge, and I think that you will be victorious. Thank you.
So now let me bring up the person that we're all here for tonight, and our next board member of San Gabriel Valley Municipal Water District Division 3. And as many of you know, that Thomas has been serving as the Environmental Commission in the City of Monterey Park for the last 2 years. In that capacity, he helped the efforts to engage the community and advocate important issues just like climate action plans and the environmental preferred purchasing policy for the city. He had decided to further his public service by running in this November for the San Gabriel Valley Municipal Water District. He is an inspiring young man, and we're able to serve our community, and a candidate we all proud to support. Here's Thomas Wong.
like everything's already been said, so I can just maybe still go. But I mean, to start off, I just want to make sure that rumors don't get spread out of this room. I am not running for anything else. I'm running for the San Diego Valley Municipal Water District. If you're not familiar, there is some drama going on with our city council right now. But I'm fully committed to this race, and I think it's important that, like they said, that younger people get involved in issues like this. I had kind of a speech prepared, but I think I'm going to throw it out, and hopefully it's going to get me in trouble as I start ad-libbing. I just want to thank you guys, each of you. I know just about everyone here personally, and you guys have been extremely crucial in my own personal development and how I've grown to be the person that I am. First of all, I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize some other people here. My parents, my dad, like a proud, embarrassing father. All right. My mom is over there by the food. My older brother, Dan, is back there. John Tanner, the newest traffic commissioner in City of Jeff Schwartz, the president or chairman of the Democratic headquarters of San Diego Valley. And everyone else here is important, of course. But no, seriously, I'd like to thank each and every one of you. Like I said, I think I have a personal issue with just about everyone here. You are the reason why I am where I am. This short, funny-looking Asian guy who's running for and trying to make some trouble here in the city. Thank you so much. It's your inspiration, your partnership, your mentoring me, your willingness to share lessons with me that has brought me to where I am today. Each of you has played a role in that in some way, shape, or form, small or large, whether you know it or not. You are the reason why I've decided to run and decided to serve in the capacity that I'm hoping to do. And it's been a strange journey kind of getting here. When I finished UCLA, I had no intention of going into local politics, absolutely no intention of serving in any way, shape, or form, running for anything. Local politics was something that was far away from my mind. I wanted nothing to do with it. I wanted to go settle into kind of a more, probably to my parents' happiness, trying to settle into kind of a business career, managing money and stuff like that. But when I came back from UCLA, I got appointed to the Environmental Commission here and started to learn about some of the issues that were going on here in our city and in our region in the San Diego Valley. I'm learning that these issues were huge and they were impacting us each and every day in small ways and large ways, and that largely they were being ignored. When I would go to any meeting or some sort of local group, it'd be me, probably the youngest person by far, and I would often be mistaken for a high schooler. And then it would be people who were 30, 40, 50 years older than me making decisions about what was going to happen to our infrastructure, what was going to happen to our streets, what was going to happen in local government, how funds were going to be given out to nonprofits. All these decisions were being made by people who weren't really a part of our community and who didn't represent all of us. And so that was a lot of the impetus for me trying to get more and more involved, trying to learn more about issues. As I learned more, I learned that water, if you're not familiar with the San Diego Valley, water is probably one of the most crucial environmental issues that affects us today. I think just about everyone here lives in San Diego Valley. And if you're not familiar, San Diego Valley, the water basin, is one of the most polluted in the entire country. It's not just one EPA sewer fund site, it's 4 EPA sewer fund sites. That covers the groundwater that we drink from every day. Here in the city of Monterey Park and in our neighboring city of Alhambra, the cities pump their own groundwater. So all the water, every drop of water that comes out of our tap comes from the ground. It's been pumped out. But a lot of that water is contaminated, and we have to find funding to make sure it's cleaned up before it gets to our tap. And the water district, I think, needs to play a bigger role in that, advocating on behalf of us to make sure that these funds continue to come in. And also, the district provides replenishment water. As you may be aware, we live in a very, very arid region. We don't get nearly enough water, as much water as we use from rain. And so when we pump more water out than we're allowed to, or than safely can be taken out, the district plays a role in bringing in water from up north down here to supply us. And so the district plays a very crucial role administratively in terms of bringing water, but also in advocating for a lot of these larger issues. And I think I know the district needs to play a bigger role in advocating for a lot of these environmental issues on behalf of all of us, and working more closely with the community, making sure that there are rebate programs out here to help us change out our lawns, to use less water, and ultimately really just to save more money. Because it's not just about saving water, it's not about saving just electricity, it's really about making sure that there's more money in your wallets, making sure the money that you guys already pay into the district, which you're not familiar with, go home tonight, look at your property tax bill. There's probably a line item there that says how much you pay into each of these water districts. And it's not an insignificant amount. And so I think you need an advocate, we need an advocate on the water board that will watch out for the money that's being spent, and that will make sure it's spent wisely to help you, not just to help the district and not just to help the elected officials. And so that's why I'm running. There are many, many more reasons why I'm running. And if there's still time here, feel free to come and talk to me. I'm still trying to prepare myself for talking about all this and repeating myself on end in the coming months. It's going to be a tough 4.5 months to come. And I want to thank my hosts again for really getting out there and asking you guys for money. I'd like to, this will be my only ask for the night. But yeah, I really do, in terms of being competitive in this race, the filing period isn't until July, so we won't know exactly who will be running, but the incumbent right now has indicated that he intends to run again. And so if you're not familiar with local politics, if an incumbent decides to run, it's extremely, extremely tough to unseat that person, especially an incumbent who's been there 23 years, going on 24. He's been there a long time, he's done a good job, but I think the district needs to move forward in different ways, and it needs to be much more engaged in the community. And I intend to do that, and to do that, I need your help. I need your generosity, and I also need, pretty much very soon, I will need you guys to help start calling people for me, to start walking the precincts for me and start knocking on doors. If you have a neighbor or family or friends that live in the city of Monterey Park, make sure you take some extra flyers. I think I have my bio out. You can take that with you and pass it out and just start talking to people about me. Because the only way that I'm going to win this race is if more people hear about me than don't. And so I need your help to do that. There are, 40 to 50,000 people who live in the district that I'm running for. About 20 to 23,000 registered voters in 2008 voted here, and about 13 or 14,000 voted in this last water board election for this seat. And so that's a lot of people I have to get out to. That's going to cost money. That's going to mean a lot of volunteer time. That's going to be a lot of time from my friends and family I need you to help me make calls, to make contacts, to convince people that we need some new leadership on the water board. So I mean, thank you so much for coming. If you have questions, feel free to ask me or ask any of these other people. There are a lot of smart people in this room. But going forward, it's not just about this race, but beyond it. If and when I'm elected to this water board, I intend to continue the relationships I've been building and continue building new ones, because that's, I think, what's important. Not just being elected and sitting and going to the board meetings and not doing anything, but continuing to engage the community. And I have every intention of doing that to make sure that the water districts and its resources, your resources, are used for your benefit. And so that's my hope for the district and the direction that it moves in. Thank you for coming out. We'll have a lot more events to come in the coming months and a lot more opportunities. So let me just put this plug in. If you aren't on my email list, make sure you sign in outside. Put your email down, put your contact information, so I can make sure to get in contact with you. If you are on Facebook, like my page. That way I can make sure to update you as things come along. We'll post some pictures up here from today as well if you want to take a look at yourself. Never know. And if the pictures come out bad, you can blame the photographer. It's not my fault. Other than that, there's still some food left, I believe. Feel free to take it, because I don't want to take it home. And feel free to check out the rest of the terrace and stuff like that. Whatever I think place, the reason I chose this place and wanted to have this place here, so I think this is a great example of a mixed-use project where we're starting, cities and our governments are starting to think, and our communities are starting to think a little bit more environmentally and sustainably, and how to kind of build that here in our own cities. So take a look at this, see what works, what doesn't, and feel free to share your thoughts with some of our future city council members and other elected leaders. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. I want to thank you for all your support so far. I've gotten checks already, gotten a lot of words of support, but really the ways you can support me, prayer, and also your money. If you've already written a check, like they said, you can write another one, or a third one, or a fourth one. There are, just so you know, there are no contribution limits in this race, so as your heart can take. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. Just really quickly, Dave Barone just walked in, the elected city clerk for the city of Moran Park. Good.
我们继续要关心的是，努力推动华人参政的越检寮华人政治联盟，历来都会邀约竞选公职候选人面谈，了解他们政治理念、对不同提案的立场与华人社区的关系等。最后经过审查委员们无记名投票，从中选出若干名的候选人给予背书支持。
盖博水区理事候选人黄太平，
今年要选水利区委员 ，I'm running just to make sure that we have a representative on the board to make sure that the resources that are available at the water district are really invested in our community, to make sure that the district is reaching out and helping residents save water so they can save money.
我们支持有民主党、有共和党、有无党派的人，所以大家可以看得出来，我们越检寮华人政治联盟的宗旨呢，就是支持就是有能有才华的人，不是支持哪一个党派的人。
越检寮华人政治联盟希望未来这些候选人当选后，能更好地为华人社区谋求福祉，成为华裔民众与主流政界的沟通桥梁。18台新闻蒙氏采访报道。
看一下今天的精彩内容。如今生活在美国的华裔后代已经逐渐改变了过去只注重读书钻研的川史，积极投身到了社区公益事业，参政议政。在洛杉矶蒙特利公园市的华裔青年黄太平就是其中之一。作为一名有志青年，他参加竞选圣盖博谷水利局的委员，并得到了各界人士的支持。 太平在蒙特利公园是加州著名的华人聚居城市，先后走出了美国首位华裔女性国会议员赵美心、美国首位华裔女市长陈李婉若等一批优秀的华裔民选官员。黄太平毕业于加州大学洛杉矶分校，学生时代就热衷于社区公益事业。2009年起进入蒙特利公园市环保委员会。2011年晋升为委员会主席，他积极促进环保机构和社区机构的密切合作，热心倡导市民重视环保对健康生活的影响。
很高兴参加 San Gabriel Valley 水里区委员竞选，请大家多多支持。
为了更好地服务社区，让自己的环保理念得到实际体现，黄太平决定参加今年圣盖博谷水利局委员职位的竞选。如此年轻却有着宏大抱负和脚踏实地的精神，黄太平在近日举行的竞选筹款会上赢得了社区各界和选民的大力支持，人们纷纷为他鼓劲加油。台山电视台记者何耀洛杉矶报道。